Welcome to the Stellaris Show. I'm Volairen and it's September 27th, 2024. So yeah, welcome guys. So in this show we focus on Stellaris mainly, but we do talk about various things and we just hang out to an extent, but yeah. But we do try to keep the focus on Stellaris and the channel as far as topics and what we talk about. Though we could drift off occasionally, and that's okay. But anyway, so a couple things first. So I got some new equipment, guys. I got 2 monitors, but here's the problem. I had to order equipment online. So it's going to be possibly up to several weeks before I get the parts necessary to plug these monitors in and use them. So sadly, it's at least going to be a couple more weeks before I'm able to, use these monitors. I won't have to use my phone, speaking of which, to view the chat. So hold on. So yeah, let me do that real quick. Okay. And another thing too. So I'm gonna say here, and I'll actually say it in my videos as well. I don't know if my mic is getting broken or if it's, just if it's deteriorating, but it seems like I've been having sound issues with my microphone that I did not have before with the same settings that I'm using now. So I am still working to figure it out, but today I've decided that I'm gonna go ahead and record with the sound issues, and just put a disclaimer somewhere briefly that says, hey, my voice may sound a little different. You may hear or echo or whatever. The sound quality may not be the same. So just be aware of that, and hopefully, that doesn't make you off click or whatever. So I just figure maybe if I just warn people in advance that, hey, this is going to change a little bit, that they won't, that they'll accept it instead of, being turned off by it, being blindsided by it. So hopefully, but the thing of it is, I have to make content, and so right now I don't really have the means to get another mic in time before I need to upload. So yeah, it's time to upload, so I need to just go with what I have now. And I don't think it's up to snuff, but it's the best I can do. So I'll just have to take that little L, and hopefully it, I'm making a bigger deal out of it than it is, and my viewers won't really notice. Hopefully they don't. But at the same time, I don't want to cheat you guys, so I want to give you guys my best work. So, but unfortunately, I don't feel I'm able to do that at this time, so this is what we got. So the next video I come out with may have some sound issues. Hopefully they're not too bad that you guys even notice them. Hopefully you guys don't even notice them. That would be great. Like, I hope I get comments where you're like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. This sounds just fine. That would be great. And please do. It's just, I know that the last video I had sounded to me, it did sound far better. To me, the voice in my last video sounded better to me than it does playing it back in during the voice work I've done so far. So yeah, we're just letting you guys know that I am determined to upload today. After I do my workout, that is going to be #1 priority. That's what I'm going to be doing all day. I'm just going to be finishing the audio slides. Then I'm just going to be getting the footage, and I'm not going to stop until it is done. So unless I have to sleep. If I have to sleep, then I'll upload the next day. But yeah. So expect an upload in the next couple days. I'm just, yeah, now I'm pretty determined now. I've enough screwing around. It's just time to get it done, right, guys? So, you know, you guys deserve that video anyway. And so, with that, we're gonna get into. Sorry, my nose feels stuffy. We're gonna get right into it. But first, as always, we gotta do the spiel, right? Every YouTuber has a spiel. You know, when I first started this channel, part of me wanted to rebel against that, right? Part of me wanted to be like, oh man, they don't want to hear a spiel, dude. They know what they want. They know what they can do, you know? Like, everybody knows that you can like and subscribe. Everybody knows that there's a join button. Everybody knows that, like, you know, everybody knows that what to do if they like you enough. That, and for a while that was a fair point. However, you know, I don't think it hurts to, you know, gently remind people that, hey, you know, you could do this stuff, you know, in case it had slipped their mind for some reason, because people do that too. People just forget, like, okay, or they hadn't thought of it, and then you say that and they go, oh, well, yeah, you know, this guy's cool, yeah, I'll subscribe, and then they hit the button, which is great. You know, it's great for, it's a win-win, right? So this is how I do that. So if you like my stuff, go ahead and like and subscribe to see more. Yeah, if you subscribe, it'll appear in your feed. You'll get my videos as they come. You'll get my live streams, usually. And then, you know, comment to let me know what you think. That's very important. I live by my comment section, guys. I mean, you know this. If any of you have observed me, my actions, I respond to 90% of my comments. Like, sooner or later, no matter when they were or whatever. Like, I still get comments on my old videos, and I will still respond to them. Now, obviously that may change as I grow as a YouTuber, as I you know, my channel gets too big, you know, so to speak, gets big enough to where I can't keep up with it all. That day may come, but it hasn't come yet. It's getting closer to that, but you know, so far I've been able to manage it. So as long as I can, I'm gonna you know, try to do that. Anyway, join the Discord and attend my live streams if you want to hang out with me. So this is the best way to hang out with me. If you want to actually talk to me, yeah, get on my live stream, subscribe, start chatting. It is subscriber only. I do that to eliminate a lot of trolls. It makes my life easier streaming this because I don't have any moderators right now. So so that's the thing. If you're on here lurking and you want to chat but you don't want to subscribe, I mean, I respect that, but at the same time, you know, like I said, I don't do it to be a jerk. I do subscriber chats only so that I can, you know, manage my stream better. And it also, you know, if you subscribe, that means most likely, you know, you're invested in the channel. So, and that's actually who I want to, you know, who I want anyway. So, people that like the channel. So, anyway, yeah, and my Discord, right? You can always DM me on Discord, you know. Now, I will usually respond, at least at this point, you know, in the game. I will, you know, I am able to respond to my DMs. And also, I regularly type in general chat from time to time, and there's other people that do too. So yeah, come join us, come mingle and whatnot, check things out. So yeah, join and become a member if you'd like to invest in the channel. So, you know, yeah, there's a join button. It's there. If you press it, you'll see a video. You won't have to make a decision about paying yet until you see the video, and then, you know, it'll tell you everything you want. I don't have any other membership tiers except one right now. I figure I really just want to get your guys' foot in the door on this community thing. I really just want a membership community. Even if I don't get a lot out of it, every bit helps, like monetarily. I just want to develop that community right now. You know, obviously the monetary benefits will come later. If I do a good job, right? See, that's my mindset. If I do a good job, you know, the money will come. You know, but I do this for more than just the money. That's the thing. I do this for more than just the money. Yes, I want to make a living off this, and I'm going to keep working towards that. But at the same time, I've been doing this for years without getting paid. So, you know, that I want to keep that spirit alive. You know. So anyway, and with that being said, thanks for everything you do regardless. So, with that, let's get to Stellaris and get to playing here. Hit that pause button. So, we're at war right now. Now, they haven't claimed any of my systems yet, but they might start, and if they do, that's really bad news. I cannot beat them. Obviously, this is Grand Admiral, and I'm not using any kind of cheesy or gimmicky strategy. So basically, you know, I'm at somewhat at their mercy. At least somewhat. Now, they're not directly at war with me. What happened was I got dragged into the war by someone else. And that's kind of the danger of playing diplomatically, is that if you're not careful, and unfortunately I wasn't, you could get stuck in the situation that I'm in right now. So this was kind of a learning experience for me. In the future, I'm gonna pick my agreements very carefully. Like, for example, let's see, hold on. Yeah, we'll get UV lasers, but I will. You know, for example, I got into a defensive pact with this guy. That was actually really smart because he is actually, where was I? Remember? Yeah, he's #1 on the leaderboard right now. He is very powerful. Now we're #4. That's not bad on Grand Admiral. That's not bad. You know, with no gimmicks, no exploits or cheese. That's pretty good. I think. So, but yeah, he's the most powerful right now. So we're buddy with him now. Why isn't he helping me? Well, these jerks, this Federation. Thanks, Paradox, for your changes of Federation. I really appreciate it. Sarcasm. They decided to attack me while he was at war with someone else. So he kind of can't help me right now. It's not because he doesn't want to. And they didn't attack me directly. They attacked the guy that I was in an agreement with, and it dragged me into it. So now they're able to, you know, roam through my place unchallenged. I mean, I have fleets, but really, the thing of it is, I'm not going to break my fleets for no reason, right? I mean, that's the other thing I want to avoid here. I just want to get through this without losing any of my planets and without breaking my fleets, because I put a lot of alloys into those. And I can upgrade them and stuff and make them better later. So, so this is where they're at. But yeah, what happened was I made the mistake of guaranteeing the independence of these little pissants here. And they wanted them, so they went to war with them, and it dragged me into it. So I will not do that again. Like, I basically will not enter defensive or, like, protective agreements of any kind with smaller empires. Like, if I do something like that, like a defensive pact or whatever, like, in fact, I think that's all I'm ever gonna do now, because I used to be friends with this Federation, but they started hating me. That's the other thing too. Kind of be more careful as to who I vassalize to. I really don't want to vassalize some pissant empire. Unless I know for sure that it's not going to piss everybody else off, which is, I believe, is what happened. Why these guys turned on me, this Federation, because I vassalized somebody that they didn't like. Which, in the short term, it was good for me, but, like, yeah, in the long term, you can see the results right now. The other war I got dragged into is... hold on. Sorry, I got some annoying phlegm there. So, I got dragged into a war because my vassal declared war on someone else. So, like, I don't know what kind of agreement we had. Let's take a look at it. So we are definitely going to be putting them on restrictive, on limited diplomacy after this war, for sure. They should not be able to. Let's see. Yeah, it cannot engage in diplomacy with other empires. Yeah, that's kind of how that would be my fix for that. But unfortunately, we kind of had to do the agreement this. Well, no, they proposed to us, so we could have set that. So from now on, when I'm playing on Grand Admiral, I'm absolutely setting this. You are not going to drag me into a war that I don't want to be in. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So that's the other learning thing, because the way I have it set up, I'm in all their wars. So, but even if I was on defensive, I wouldn't want them to declare war on anyone because they can't defend themselves. So that's kind of if they're smaller than me. So that's kind of the thing. So yeah, that's something I'll do in the future. But yeah, but they're at war right now, so we can't do it right now. But yeah, in the future, for sure. So I don't know what's going to happen here either. It doesn't look like their fleets are stronger than mine. So yeah. And the other thing they did that was a real dick move is that I was actually working on this empire, like working on, meaning I was trying to develop relations and possibly vassalize later this empire. But my stupid vassal, by going to war with him, and he declared war on him, which is effing stupid, because he's not winning right now, clearly, basically destroyed my relations with that empire. So yeah, it destroyed my relations with that empire. So now it's minus 335, where before, now it says their fleet power is pathetic. That's cool. So we could force vassalize them, which I'm probably going to do if they don't get vassalized by anybody else and they're not in a defensive pact. So, but they are. See, that's the thing. So I could have vassalized them, but now it's going to be almost impossible without lots of free envoys, because he did that. So that was another way I recently got screwed. So yeah, it's bad times. It is. It's bad times, but it's not something I can't recover from yet. But if the horrific thing happens and they just start claiming all this stuff, well, yeah, that's really gonna. I might just quit, honestly, because I mean, my territory is okay sized, especially for a small map. It's actually pretty decent for the size of the map, but it's still like I still have a lot of limitations with it, you know, even with habitats, because I like to build very wide, so you know I'm used to that. So yeah, if I don't have a lot of territory, it really hampers my playstyle. Also, the other thing I wanted to talk about too, guys, that like if I end this run, or when I end this run, I don't think I'm gonna play Grand Admiral anymore. For the simple fact that it's not. I don't know. I can't speak for you guys really, but I can speak for myself. It's not really as exciting. It's really not. At least the way I do it. Now, I could, like, roll Fanatic Purifier or whatever and just, like, you know, fight till I die, like, kind of just, you know, beat my head against it and just lose over and over again, which I would, because everybody would hate me, so I would get, you know, destroyed immediately because I wouldn't be able to keep up with them in fleet power. At least not right away, you know. That we could do that and just, you know, it would be entertaining to watch me get, you know, destroyed over and over again, but it wouldn't be good for my self-esteem. I wouldn't feel good about it. You guys might be like, haha, look at this guy get his ass kicked. But you know, but then it wouldn't feel very good for me, obviously. I do have some of an ego, right? So I don't. I can only take so much. So like, yeah, I can only take so much of a beating at one time. So I'm just not there yet. to be able to just conquer the galaxy on Grand Admiral is the point I'm trying to make. So I think really it would be better if I just cranked down the difficulty a little bit, maybe tried Commodore or whatever, and then just, you know, and then played more exciting empires or more exciting playthroughs where I was able to conquer and fight a lot and win wars and stuff. Actually win wars instead of doing this where I'm just basically playing pacifist. Just about. You know, where I'm only doing defensive wars and I'm just being diplomatic. And I mean, it was a nice experiment, but like really, let's get real. What's more exciting? Playing pacifist or playing exterminator? I think exterminator is more exciting. If you can pull it off. So that's the thing. So yeah, it's something I'm gonna think about. But anyway, let's go ahead and unpause this game here. Now, I remember reforming my government, but I guess maybe I didn't. Maybe we were still considering options when I decided, okay, I'm gonna do this later. So we have enough unity to do it. So that's something we need to also do, as well as get another civic point. A lot of this stuff. Now, introspective is good. That would help us. OTA updates would help us as well in a lot of things. Just empire size in general is always helpful. But rapid replicator is very, very appealing right now, because pop growth is something that is something that my empire badly needs, because we have all these job slots that just aren't being filled. So that's kind of what having that pop growth would actually really I think would be very helpful. Let's see, so another one, I mean, unitary cohesion would just be a straight buff to our unity, but I don't think it's big enough to really justify using a civic slot on it. Robot upkeep is another one that would actually be pretty beneficial, I think, but I don't think it would be beneficial enough. Other than, now, it says ship upkeep minus 5%. That's also significant. So, actually, combined together, these bonuses actually overall would be considerable. But we can only pick one. So, which one of these would be the most impactful? I really think it would be Rapid Replicator. I really do. The way our empire is set up right now. and our needs. Because we need those job slots filled. If we were able to fill those job slots, it would just be... yeah. We, at least economically, would be a lot more powerful. I mean, and then engineering research would also be very helpful, because we would be able to get mega engineering done a lot faster. So those are basically what I'm considering. Also, planetary ascension, I did briefly think about that, because tradition costs from empire size would go down by 25%. So that, you know, in a way, that's empire size reduction to an extent. It wouldn't help our tech, but it would help us get more traditions. And then there's planetary ascension effects. We've already ascended a couple planets, so this is, yeah. And then own planets get, you know, 1+1 ascension tier at game start. So, but we kind of missed the boat on that, obviously. But I really think after discussing it, we need to pick Rapid Replicator. I think that's just, it's too good. I mean, 20%. That is just nuts. And then, of course, our growth node gets a buff as well. Don't know how much that'll help us, but yeah, I think this is the way to go. Like, yeah, this is gonna help us like throughout the game, and I think make the most impact. Okay. So, go ahead and, yeah. So, Now, if you're new and you're wondering why am I letting these guys take my territory and I gotta lose that territory, well, in Stellaris, depending on what kind of war you're in and who you're going to war with, you're not going to necessarily lose your stuff just because you lose a war. Especially if you're in someone else's war. Basically, in order for them to take these from me at the end of the war, and they have to win, and they have to have them, but they also have to have claims on them. So, as long as... And I haven't seen them spam claim any of these. Now, I don't have an easy way to tell if this is claimed. I mean, I'm looking at the stats here. It doesn't really look like... Now, we could go to the war. So... Now, interesting. I could surrender. Alright. It didn't let me surrender before. But it could settle for a status quo. So... Now, if... So I think that's what we need to do. I didn't see this open yet, so... What's up? Which build are you playing with? Okay, so check this out. I'm playing with arc welders. So that's what we're doing this run. That's the origin. We're doing, let's see, we're doing Gestalt Consciousness, machine intelligence, and then we're doing, which comes from Synthetic Dawn. We're doing maintenance protocols, so just straight Unity boost, which Machine Empires badly need. Diplomatic protocols, which, if you're doing things diplomatically, which we have been throughout the game, this is very, very necessary and very helpful. So to what we're doing right now. Yeah, we're not doing Rogue Servitor or anything special. So Rapid Replicator, we just picked that up with our third civic point, and that's basically gonna fill the jobs that badly need to get filled right now. So that's the goal anyway. We'll see what happens. But that's my build. So how are you doing today? Okay, so actually no, we need to just, you know what, we need to just do status quo and hopefully end that war. Hopefully we don't lose any shit. Okay. Oh. Oh, interesting. That was wrong. What? Oh, I didn't want to... I surrendered the wrong war. Son of a bitch. It's not a big deal. I don't want to be at war, so screw it. Actually really good. You know, I'm actually doing really good too. I've only talked about it a little bit. I don't know what that last message you sent was, but like, yeah, I'm doing pretty damn good actually. I've been losing weight. Our relationships are doing great. They're, I'm developing good relationships lately. I'll just leave it at that. And I got paid, and I'm getting I got new equipment. I just not able to use it yet. It's gonna be a few weeks before I'm able to put you guys on another screen instead of my phone. So yeah, things are looking up. Yeah, can't complain. So let's see. I think they did. Now this is interesting. I swore these guys had more territory. Okay. Well, anyway. Bro, it's good to hear that. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's good, dude. Like, I hope in like a month or two that the next time you guys see my face, I will look different. and I can shock and awe you guys with my transformation. Maybe not in a month or two, maybe in like 3 or 4 months, but yeah, like I am on the path. I'm on the road. I just need to stick with it. That's all I got to do. That's all I'm focusing on right now. Just sticking with the routine.
Alert. Spaceport engaged.
So this is an open message. You know, if Paradox ever sees this, which they probably won't, do something about this, please. I should not have to stay in a war that I don't want to be in. If I want to surrender, if I want to settle on my end, I should be able to do that. If I want to withdraw from a war, I should be allowed to do that. I should not have to stay in the war because my stupid AI ally, quote unquote, doesn't want to admit defeat. Okay, that because there's really and this, like I said, this system, the war system in general, I'm sorry, it is the most flawed system in Stellaris, I think. The whole war system. It needs an overhaul. It really does. It needs to be simplified. It needs more options, more control. Players need to have more control over it. Also, they need more options. Like, so for one, especially if you're like a determined exterminator or fanatic purifier, you are not gonna get, or at least a devouring swarm. At least a devouring swarm. You should not be getting war exhaustion at all. You should be not affected by war exhaustion. In fact, if you're winning a war and you're destroying them, I mean, at the very least, you should be able to decrease your war exhaustion, right? But the way it is right now, war exhaustion only goes up, it doesn't go down. So, even if I'm whooping someone's ass, which would increase morale and would make you want to fight more, I can't fight more because my war exhaustion reached 100% and it was 24 months. So I have to give up stuff that I could have easily taken if I'd had just a little more time. So that's my first huge gripe about the war system. In fact, I think I'm going to do a video about this. Maybe not in the next few weeks, but I think soon. Honestly, this is bothering me. This bothers me, I think, more than any other issue in Stellaris. Is the war system. I think it could be so much better than it is. Like, but yeah. So, like, war exhaustion cannot be reduced, or it cannot be altered or influenced. You know, it just goes up and up and up. The rate at which it goes up can be influenced, but like basically, so that's my first issue with it, is that the computer, the way it is right now, the computer basically, every single war that I've been in, just about, the computer has been able to stall me to the point of running out of war exhaustion so it can cling to its little life with like one system. And it is, oh my god, it's so grating. It's really grating. If you are way more powerful than another empire, they should not be able to war exhaustion you. You should not get exhausted, okay? And if you're the right type of empire, certain empires like Devouring Swarm, war exhaustion should just not exist for that. Like, basically, like, do you think the Tyranids are going to quit? No, the Tyranids are not going to quit. Basically, if you want to put in 40k terms, or, more popular terms, yeah, more popular way of saying it, the Tyranids from 40k are not going to quit. The Borg from Star Trek is not going to quit. They're not going to get exhausted. They don't get exhausted. Okay? They're pure evil. They just keep coming, The orcs, like, they don't get exhausted. Like, so, yeah, it's just, the whole war exhaustion thing, I think, is absolutely flawed. And it definitely does apply in certain situations, like just with standard empires. But there should be empires where that's just not a thing, you know, at all. And then on top of that, you should be able to get some more exhaustion back that you lose. Okay, it should go up and down. It should not be like just linear, you know, going up and up and up until the end. I don't agree with that at all. So that's the other. And then there's shit like this. What's happening to me right now, where I cannot, you know, capitulate. I can't even capitulate. I have to sit here and wait and be at war, have my ships out of their docks, because some little pissant wants to be a stubborn AI. And that's the other thing that they need to work on. Like the AI's absolute, like, refusal to surrender, even though they are screwed and there is no way for them to win. Like, really, there is absolutely no way. Let's look at this. This guy has all his planets taken over. They're now these planets, I don't know why. Well, no, this planet's occupied. Okay, this system's occupied. All his systems are occupied. And this is the other thing that bothers me about the way the war is, okay? If I believe that if you take all of their colonies, all of them, and you occupy them, you should win. Automatically, it should just win. Like, you should just, you know, you should get the win screen. Because, like, yeah. It should not, the war should not continue. Okay? It's kind of like, you know, in Warhammer 40k, the Siege of Terra, I hate to use that reference, you know, 40k all the time. I'd love to use other things. But like, or no, we could use a Star Trek reference. Okay, so when the Borg invaded the Federation, right? They did everything in their power to stop them from taking Earth. Well, in this, if it was this system, imagine if the Borg were allowed to take Earth, but then, like, they, you know, it wasn't game over. That makes no sense, right? If the Borg had taken Earth, it would have been game over. And the Borg would have just been able to do whatever the hell they wanted, right? Or at the very least, it would have crippled the Federation. And it almost did anyway. So, yeah, like, I think there needs to be a lot more weight on completely occupying someone's territory, regardless of who else is in the war, you know? So that's kind of the thing. Now there are examples in real life where that wasn't true. Like, you know, in World War II, France got completely taken over, but then we took France back. I get that, but but at the same time, you know, if that was just France, if Hitler had taken over all of the United States, all of the world, it would have been over. Like, you wouldn't have this BS. Like, it would have won. So that's like when you actually win the war, you should effing win. It shouldn't just sit here at this stupid screen, okay? It should be able to tell that, okay, they have all their planets, they don't have any fleets. All right, we're just gonna we're gonna be like the ref and go TKO, right? This is a TKO, what we're in right now. Like, really. I mean, this is it. If I wanted to win this war, then I should have had my ships down here fighting them, right? But I can't fight them. So the enemy here is clearly the victor. But instead, I have to sit here, waste my playtime, waste your guys' time, waiting for this to end before I can move on and do other stuff and work on my empire. You know? So that's kind of that is another example of how the current war system is really flawed. It's really flawed. And the other thing too is they haven't worked on it in years. This is the same stupid system that has been around almost since I've been playing. It needs work. It really does. Like, I think, but I'm also kind of convinced that the people who made this kind of system, they didn't like war very much. Honestly, it really seems like the people that made this system didn't like war and conquering very much. They wanted everybody to be pacifist, basically. And I don't understand that mindset. I really don't. So, like, why do we play 4X games? I don't know about you, but for me, I play 4X games to kick some ass. It's just like, why do we play Call of Duty all the time? Well, I don't, but a lot of people do, right? A large part of the population does. Why do you play those games? Why not just play Tea Party or something, you know? Because that's fucking boring. We want to, fight each other and compete and all that stuff. That stuff's fun, right? So, sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but this irritates the hell out of me, guys. It really does. Having to sit here, and wait for this stupid computer to like, and that's the other thing, the AI behavior during these wars, it really needs some work as well. For one, the tactics that the computer uses, and I almost am starting to be convinced that this is by design, that the computer does things this way, really just seems to be designed to increase your playtime instead of, to artificially increase your playtime instead of actually give you fun and enjoyment. So what I mean by that is, for example, let's look at the YouTube space. Some of you may notice in my videos that I don't put in a lot of fluff. I don't. I don't spend 10 minutes explaining something. I don't, I basically never, almost never, artificially inflate my watch time or artificially inflate an issue in order to get watch time. That's basically what a lot of YouTubers do. They talk about they do a video about something that they could explain in 60 seconds or 5 minutes, and they make it take, and they make you watch for 30 minutes to to learn something that they could have taught you in 5 minutes. So that's kind of, to me that's very deceitful, right? If now sometimes it does take 30 minutes to explain something, right? And if in that case, like for example, my tutorial series or my tutorial video, there is no way in hell that I could have taught you how to play Stellaris in 5 minutes. It's impossible. There's just too much shit in this game. But a lot of times, especially like this, if I were to break what I said right now down into a video and edit it out and everything like that, what I'm telling you right now would have taken like maybe 2 minutes to like list all these things that I had a problem with. Okay, and I would do that, right? So, but why do YouTubers do the opposite? Well, because they want watch time, they want play time, if you would. You see the comparison there? So I think the developers designed the computer to be this way to keep us playing. It's kind of like the stuff that they're complaining about in Diablo 4. A lot of the stuff in Diablo 4 is just designed to keep you playing. It's not really fun, okay? So war, that's the other thing. War, the way it is right now, is not fun. The way the computer fights it is not fun. Because a lot of times the computer will just do things to waste your time, not to really win, It'd be one thing if they actually won doing that, but they don't. Eventually you end up killing them, or you end up winning. But it takes you like a win that should have taken me like maybe 20 minutes ends up taking me 3 or 4 hours. 3 or 4 hours. And it's not fun. It's stressful, it's annoying. It's like, dude, like, okay, for example, I am fighting, like, every war I've ever fought in Stellaris, I have had to kill the same fleet over and over and over again. How is that fair? If I destroy a fleet, if I beat a V, if I win a battle, now I'm not saying the whole fleet should be destroyed every time. That's not realistic. That's not what we see in movies and TV and stuff. They do survive, but they are crippled. They are devastated. They don't get an extra life. And what I see here with the way it is right now, these Yo, these fleets that I have to fight over and over again, it's like they basically got 9 lives. Like, no, dude, like if you lose those ships, at least 80% of them should be destroyed. You know, I shouldn't have to fight the same fleet that I outnumber over and over and over again. But see, and it'd be one thing if this was just a once in a while thing, or if one empire that I faced was like built to do that, like that was their civics were set up to cause that to happen. That'd be one thing. If this was a once in a while thing, that'd be fine. But it's not. This is every single computer fleet I've ever fought. I have to fight it 5 or 6 times. And it's not just because of the weapons I pick. I've used every single kind of weapon. I've used autocannons. I've used lasers. I've used tachyon lances. I've used gigacannons. I've used all kinds of stuff. And no matter what I do, I have to fight that fleet 5 or 6 times. And on top of that, somehow the computer sets it up to where it will basically teleport, and they're not using jump drives. It will basically teleport into territory I've already claimed and appear there. So I have to go all the way back, which takes, you know, more time, wastes more time to go deal with that fleet and put that down. So really, and yeah, it's just, and that's kind of the other thing too. Say, and I've ran into many situations like this too, where I am so powerful that they have no chance. And it's very clear that they have no chance. But instead of just submitting after a few battles and being like, oh, okay, and the AI recognizing, oh, okay, yeah, I'm licked. I'll just surrender. No, they fight to the bitter end when they don't have to. You know, they fight to the bitter end when they don't have to. Now, I understand fighting to the bitter end when to do anything else basically means you're eliminated off the board, right? You're eliminated. If elimination is on the table, then yes, I think it's appropriate to just do, you know, build those farms on that StarCraft map. I don't know if anybody knows that analogy. Like, fucking spam those farms. But I expect you to do that. But if you can live, you know, then if you can live and save your fleets, why wouldn't you do that? And save your economy for the most part. But no, they fight to the bitter end. So many times when like it's not really productive for anybody for them to do so. Like it's just, yeah. So that's another thing that really irks me, you know. Yeah. So that, yeah, that's something else that really irks me about warfare in this game. Sorry guys, I got a little set off there. This pisses me off. It does. This upsets me. It's a waste of time. You know, it's just, yeah.
Planetary invasion alert. Malignant atmospheric incursion detected. Technological acquisition successful.
So yeah, the AI needs to get changed, and this whole system just needs to get overhauled. It really does. I'm pretty tired of it. I've been getting pretty tired of it. Let's see, habitability, naval capacity, starbase. I mean, yeah, habitability. It's time.
Alert.
Though I could use some more
Spaceport
star bases, I guess. It's not as important. I don't care about your council. Yeah, the galactic the galactic community is another feature that needs work. Absolutely. That needs to be a lot more exciting than it is. Like, because like at this rate, really, that feature, honestly, I'm considering just never doing the galactic community again. even if I'm playing somewhat peaceful like this, I'm not playing an aggressive empire. I like, because the stuff that the computer chooses in the galactic community is just absolutely asinine.
Hostile fleet assets detected.
Basically, okay, so the way I see the galactic community right now, it's like, okay, so if I join, I'm gonna get a bunch of nerfs, basically, and I do every time I join the galactic community. whether I stay or not, like, you know, the times where I left, I'll look like my economy will just drastically reverse, you know, and that's what happened this time when I left. I went from when I left the galactic community, I went from having 500 naval capacity to having 800. That's a huge percentage. And then I went from having negative energy credits to having like plus 350. So my economy completely reversed. Now my alloy stayed the same, but like, yeah. So what the fuck, dude? Like, what is the point of the galactic community, really? I mean, other than maybe to roleplay, I guess. I guess. Okay. But yeah, really, it's just definitely needs to be more fun than it is right now. Like, and you definitely need to be able to have more control over it. I don't like, yeah.
Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected. Technological.
But we'll just take it. We'll just take it like a man. That's what we'll do here. I said my piece. Like, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Hopefully they don't claim our stuff. But I really can't do anything about this. The Hyperdrive 3, advanced combat roles. Let's see. Now, that description is very vague. Does it increase jump speed or not? It probably does. So do I want jump speed or do I want better computers? So, and it doesn't give the stats for the computer. Come on, man. Alright. I'm actually going to pick advanced combat roles because it costs less. And I could get the sapient AI tech. And for those of you guys that are very sensitive to negativity, I apologize for getting so negative. But you know what? I'm going to do it from time to time on this channel, and this is one of those moments.
Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected.
I don't think it's a bad thing to be negative sometimes, but as long as you like temper that with like, you know, positivity, of course. I think it really comes down to balance. Now, there are a couple things about the war system I do like. I do like it. I actually do like it more that you can't just simply like, you know, like right now, unless they're, you know, a certain type of empire, you know, it's a certain kind of build. Like these guys cannot just take the planets, you know, just because they took them over. I mean, I do like that as much as I may dislike it. So I do think it adds to complexity, which is great. You know, it makes things less one-dimensional. I do appreciate that. Like especially if maybe you don't want to like, you know, fight all the time, like in this case we're not, so you know, somebody can't just roll in like a ninja and just, you know, unless they're like I said, the right build. So at first I didn't really like that, but yeah.
Surface control has been compromised. Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected.
I wonder if I can upgrade these guys. Oh, looks like I can. I'll go ahead and do that. Actually, wow, that's big upgrades. Okay. What are we getting? What are they upgrading to? That's a wow. Yeah, I'll upgrade all these. What did we get recently? I don't see anything. Maybe it was plasma thrusters? No. We had those. Or maybe we haven't upgraded our shields yet. I think maybe that's what's going on. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna put that. I think I gotta put that in the video. I think it's it's time soon to like really just look at like we need to talk about war in Stellaris. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna be titling for sure.
Alert.
Oh, so that fleet got bigger. That's
Planetary
great.
invasion alert. Malignant atmospheric incursion detected. Alert. Spaceport deconstructed.
So, all right, they're going this way. That's good news that they're not going. God, their fleets are getting bigger. What the hell? Yeah, well, the other thing too, it's like I hate losing. You know, I hate watching my stuff getting taken. It's just, yeah, it just grates my nerves. But I mean, I know I'm probably gonna get these back. It's just it creates anxiety. It's like and here's the other thing too, like they're not, you know, it's past the 24-month limit. And they're not forcing this guy to surrender, which is absolute hypocritical bullshit. Like,
Technological acquisition successful.
I'm gonna have to have these guys come over here. Empire modifier, monthly unity, so Empire limit 1. I do want to get this. At the same time, though, I think this would be very helpful, but so would this, I think. What's our edicts fund at right now? Well, it's at 100, so we're spending 129 extra for capacity subsidies. Hopefully we get enough energy credit gain to kind of... we could kind of turn that off right now. We already terraformed our planets and we have plenty of energy credits. So maybe we could turn that off and just let that ride for a little bit. And then turn it back on if we need the credits. So I think we could probably... I think we probably should pick that one.
Alert. Spaceport engaged. Alert. Spaceport deconstructed.
And they're gonna stay in this doom stack. Well, yeah, they're gonna stay in this doom stack the entire time. Which, see, so yeah. All right.
Ship augmentation.
I don't know, dude. I honestly, this run's starting to piss me off. I think I want to go back to fighting. That's what I think I want to do. I don't even care if it's a lower difficulty. I want to go back to fighting. Like. I mean, we don't have to go back to Captain again, but like...
Planetary invasion alert. Malignant atmospheric incursion detected. Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected.
Well, they won't even let me submit. Like, I can't even submit here. Like, I can't do peace treaty or just surrender. Like, I have to sit here and watch this. Like, who wants to do that?
Planetary invasion alert. Hostile ground incursion defeated.
No. Damage my economy. Like, dude. Here, you want him? Take him. I don't want any trouble, dude. Why can't I do that? Like, now, I mean, they're not declaring war on me. They declared war on him. They want him. Sorry, I'm going crazy, dude. I'm going crazy, guys.
Ship augmentation.
This is driving me nuts. It really is. Oh, that's all right. You know what? This may make for some great material. I definitely will use this footage in my in my war video. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we've got a deficit in exotic gases. That's probably because they took our stuff momentarily. I mean, that's the other reason we are getting damaged because of this. So that's kind of the thing too. We could be working on our economy and making our empire more powerful, but instead this is going on.
Ship augmentation.
And when it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to go on. Like, really. You know, click, 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 click. I mean, seriously. Like, so what's this? Okay. So they made peace. What does their border look like now? That's it? Well, that's weird. Why'd they even go to war?
Hostile fleet assets detected. Communications.
So, alright, this is weird. They're withdrawing. Okay. Interesting. So, let's see. I have so much more fleet power than this. Yeah, so now they're withdrawing. So this is odd. I wonder why they're withdrawing. I'm not more powerful than them, so like
technological acquisition.
Yeah, the computer behavior, like it needs to be more predictable. It really does. Like, or if it's gonna be unpredictable, it needs to be unpredictable in a smart way, not in a fucking dumb way, the way it is right now. Like where, like, even like. All its unpredictable behavior makes no sense. Like, why would I do that? Like, you put yourself in there, so it's like, dude, that's like a terrible decision. Why would you do that? You know. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess some people are right when they say the AI is brain dead. I mean, I guess this is what they're talking about. So, ship build speed, damage versus star bases. I mean, we need to fill it out. I think, honestly, I'm just going to go with that. Seriously. So they're retreating, kind of. Now, I could clobber this. Absolutely. I could stomp this. But see, here's the thing. And this is another problem I have with War in Stellaris. So, the computer, and this is actually a problem I've had with all strategy games, just, you know, PvE and all strategy games in general. And this may actually be one of the reasons why people actually like to fight other players instead of the computer. Because, Fog of War doesn't exist with the computer, so to speak. It's been very apparent to me over my many wars in Stellaris that the AI has complete vision. They have 100% intel. They do. So let me demonstrate. So I could demonstrate so I could bring these fleets down here and try to crush this guy. I tell you, the second they leave and they come like right here, or sorry, yeah, the route would be like right here. The second I go to this system, I tell you what will happen. I can almost predict it to a science. Okay? This fleet that just left here will start coming back. Okay? And there's no other explanation for that than they see this fleet moving all the way over here, even though I know there's no way that they have vision here. Okay? Because I never do when I'm facing the computer. When I go in the computer's territory, I never see their fleets. I don't know where their fleets are until they're a couple jumps away. So why doesn't the computer have the same limitations? And I think it might be a technological limit in real life. I get that, which is probably why it's always been that way with every strategy game over the years. But now with the advent of AI, I think really they should take a look at that. Or they might be able to take a look at that. But that's another thing that really bothers me. But honestly, that's always bothered me about all strategy games. So, I mean, yeah. But see, the fact that's a thing compounded with all the other things that I've mentioned about war in Stellaris, make it even worse. It makes it even worse, you know. So, let's see. Physics, research, what do we got here? Now, this is kind of a weapon upgrade. But 0 point power, yeah, we need to get that. There's cool shit we can get if we have 0 point power.
Fleet assets detected.
It unlocks some cool stuff. So we'll get that.
Alert.
And plus it's
fleet
just more
assets
energies
detected.
for hyper shields, I think. Because that's the next level of shields.
Ship augmentation
Is hyper
completed.
shields. Oh.
Alert. Spaceport engaged.
Now, they're back. I don't know why they're back.
Alert. Spaceport deconstructed.
See, this is so erratic. I don't understand what their logic is here. Okay, so I'm honestly, dude, guys, I'm about to rage quit this playthrough, dude. I really am. This is, yeah, this is getting me angry. It is. I'm getting kind of angry over this. Because this shouldn't even be happening. Like, realistically. I should be able to get out of this. Well, it's just a waste of time, too. Like, I can't do anything. I just sit here. Like, what am I gonna do? Just get my fleets broken? Now, like, I could pick these guys off. I could try to do that. Maybe I could. But see, the other thing, too, is the second I move here, these guys will retreat, if anything. And they'll go back into the Doom stack. I've seen it happen over and over again. So I don't even think I want to even try to go pick them off.
Completed.
So plus I'm getting kind of anxious. Like I want to conquer again. I don't want to just sit here and play SimCity. So it's year 2330. Well, any thoughts, guys? Like, you know, do you think I'm totally off base? Do you disagree with me? I mean, if you do, please say something. I won't come at you. You know, as long as it's respectful. Like, yeah, I mean, in fact, have you disagreed with anything I just said? Have you disagreed with anything I just said? You know, do you think I'm being totally irrational here? If you do, please leave a comment. I want to hear it. As long as it's constructive, right? Successful. No personal attacks or anything like that. No insults. I'm not going to tolerate that, you know. Or any violation in terms of service, obviously. But, you know, if you do disagree with me, it's okay, dude. I want to hear it. You know, if it actually, you know, makes sense, and, you know, even if it doesn't make sense, like, if you're cool about it, I'll be cool about it, you know. So, like for example, oh, Volairen, I disagree with you. I think you're overreacting here. There's actually some really good reasons for this, and here's why I listed all this and this and this and this. Okay. Yeah, I'll respond. I'll even respond to it. Like, all right, well, we can agree to disagree. Or, you know what, you may have, you do have a point here and there, okay? But I still believe in this here, that this is still valid. I've had these conversations before. So it's cool. We can have a discussion. Like, but yeah, if you disagree with me, do you agree with me? If you agree with me, please speak up. Because I don't know. I don't ever hear this get talked about from other YouTubers. I don't. So, yeah, I mean, but yeah, after today, I think I'm definitely gonna make plans in my head to do a video about warfare and the problems with it, and how, and at the very least, how I think it could be improved, you know, because I hate to complain about something without offering a solution, right? Because that's where, that is, you know, I think that's wrong to like sit there and complain about something when you don't have a better alternative, right? Or at least a better idea of how things can be done. Because some people, they just want to complain and do nothing else. And like, they're like feeding off of it, basically. That's all they want to do is just complain. And I'm not about that life. I really try not to be about that. So, you know, let's see. Food's not a thing. Shit, fire rate. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think it's good enough to warrant 52,000 tech points. Naval capacity, that's going to do... We're not going to feel that at all, but it is cheap. So maybe we could do it to roll. Starbase capacity, yeah. It's a little more expensive, but I think it would help us more. Bioreactor, you know, it is very cheap, and we might be able to use it if we, you know, we get too much food. I think the reason I don't pick up bioreactors that much is kind of because what I see happening is I'll start building them, right? And then, you know, but I won't build farms, or I'll either need to build more farms, but then I don't have enough farms and my food starts tanking. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of afraid of the food deficits that might be incurred if I go with bioreactors, you know, if I make a bunch of them. So that's kind of why I've never paid a lot of attention to bioreactors in the past. But we do have a good surplus of food, so maybe building a couple wouldn't hurt, I think. There's a fucking bug on my mic. Anyway, I hope you guys not buzzing or anything. So I think we'll just pick the starbase capacity. But this is too many tech points. That's going to take way too long for the bonus that we get. And the command center now. Let's see, effect on light ships, and this is just an aura, so I really don't care about that. So we'll just go with starbase capacity. We get a couple more star bases, it'll be good. Maybe we'll make them shipyards, I don't know. So, I don't know, do you guys wanna make a new build? I'm down for making a new build. I don't really want to do this anymore. I don't. I'm not having fun right now. It's just like, I mean, at least let me work on my economy. Oh, wait, I'm in another war. Why am I in another war? Why am I in another war? Oh my god. Okay, what is this?
Council agenda available.
So they just want stuff? Okay. I thought I just surrendered. Okay. I think I've had enough, guys. This is just this is dumb. This is just effing dumb. I don't know. So they reached tier 3. Okay. Interesting. This guy got completely taken over. Wow. So he basically got eliminated. He got eliminated by these guys. I guess they claimed all his systems. That's really what it looks like here. It looks like this guy claimed all his systems. So this guy is a bulwark for my buddy. Okay. Interesting. So this doesn't look all that bad. Not really. So, let's see. Truce with... Interesting. So, I was gonna quit, but this is intriguing, what I'm seeing here. And I think it's cool, like... I mean, he just got way stronger, like, vassalizing this guy. I think? Okay. But actually, I think the other reason I think I'm going to quit here is because I don't want to deal with this Federation. It's just going to continue to be a problem because really... Like, my allies really not helping me right now, and they're probably going to come after me next anyway, so... I think I'm just going to say GG. I don't really want to sit here and do this. So, let me see what time we are on the stream. If we have... Yeah, we're only an hour and 16 minutes, so why don't we just start working on another build and another game. So, this... I mean, this was a nice experiment, and I think I did pretty well, considering... that, you know, this is Grand Admiral and they didn't just, you know, take me right away. So I think, yeah. But I'm not going to sit here and wait for my brain dead ally to, you know, surrender, which he should have like 10 years ago. So... yeah, I'm not going to sit here for another 10 years of game time and, you know, wait for this war to end, so... Okay. We'll save here in case I come back to it, but I don't think I'm going to, so we're going to go ahead and, like, yeah. I'll take the L. I mean... yeah, I don't really want to do it. It's just not fun. So, let's have some fun. So, what kind of... Now, I have a bunch of preset, you know, builds that I've already made. We could try one of those. Honestly, dude, because I am about to put a video about it, we could actually just do the Pyramid of Man on the Stellaris Show. It would be appropriate. Or... we could do a preview of my next build guide, or my next thematic build, which would be the Tyranids. So this is the first look here at my Tyranid build that I made. So yeah. Let's see. So Tyranids or Imperial Man, or we could make something completely different. I could try Dark Eldar again. That's another possibility. I have been successful with that in the past, but it's a kind of a mixed bag. I'm still perfecting it too. So we have this one. You know, I think think Devouring Swarm. I think this would be really fun for you guys. I want you guys to have fun watching me, man. I want you to just sit there and stare at dots on the screen. I want you guys to see some action. I think this would be a great way to do that. So yeah. Maybe we could do it. Let's see. Well, okay, do you guys want to see the Imperium Man, or do you want to see Hive Fleet Leviathan? Either one of these is going to be good content. Like, honestly, it's just guaranteed. Provided that I win. Even if I don't win, like, as long as I take some empires, it'd be fun. I think. Well, I think it's time to flip a coin because I am being indecisive right now. One second. Alright, so I have a Philippine pesos. I guess this is heads. Tails. Okay, so... heads, it's the Tyranids. Tails is the Imperium. Well, looks like we're playing Tyranids, boys. Strap yourselves in. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so... let's go with that. Select them. So we're going to make some adjustments here. Obviously, we're not going to do Grand Admiral. We'll go ahead and do Commodore. I'm going to try that. It's going to be more difficult than I'm used to, but really, when I played Tyranids the last time on Captain, that was almost too easy. I think really I've evolved a little bit, or at least that build in particular is too powerful for that difficulty. I think we need to have a little bit more challenging. So go ahead and play and see what happens. Hopefully we don't get a screwy spawn. We might have to restart a couple times. That's okay. I don't think we will though, because the nature of Devouring Swarm, this is like Devouring Swarm is like the Ferrari of Stellaris builds. Like, as far as like its speed and like how fast you can expand, it's nuts. It's kind of like playing Zagara in StarCraft 2. Like it's nuts. Okay, so these are all bad choices. These are all bad first picks. But I guess we'll go with, well, this would be good short term, but we're not going to build Corvettes for the rest of the game. Afterburners, I've already said my piece about Afterburners in various comments, but like really, yeah. Some people swear by Afterburners. I don't. I have changed my mind about them over the years. Let's see. Build speed. So pop growth speed, food. I mean, we're already at -5 food, so that's probably a good idea. Let's see. Fusion reactor, improved deflectors. We'll go for the reactor. So, alright. Now, we have 5 planets around us. Obviously, we have 6. Holy shit. That is rare. That is rare. So 3 of these 6 planets are habitable. Like we could colonize them right away and use them, no doubt. The others are going to be red. So, but actually, you know what? I forgot to take a look at the build. Okay, damn. I should have taken a look at the build. My bad, guys. That's all right. You'll see in the video. So yeah, obviously we're Devouring Swarm. We're Gestalt Consciousness. We're Hive Mind. We are, you know, so that's Devouring Swarm. And then we're doing Subsume Will, which is, you know, reduces Empire size. You really can't go wrong with that. Increase Edict's Fund for the capacity subsidies, and then yeah, and then automatic resettlement chance. That's cool. Kind of puts that on auto. And we're doing Progenitor Hive, right? We're doing Progenitor Hive. And that's kind of how the Tyranids operate, right? So with Progenitor Hive, you know, with the Tyranids, they basically have, you know, leaders. You know, they have leaders. So they have leaderships too. Well, they have like the Norn Queen and the Hive Tyrant. And they have, and at least the Norn Queen is on their capital vessels. Well, if you take that capital vessel out with the Norn Queen on it, you kill the Norn Queen, and then the Tyranids shut down. So this actually is very appropriate for the Tyranids, I think. Progenitor Hive. Now, there's a couple other origins maybe I think that might have fit somewhat, but this I think fits more than any other origin for the Tyranids. Devouring Swarm, that is the Tyranids. Like, how are you gonna make Tyranids and it not being Devouring Swarm? Makes no sense, right? It's like if you made Skynet but you didn't make it a determined exterminator. It's like, what? Like, no, that's what Skynet is a determined exterminator. It's like if you made the Borg and didn't do driven assimilator. It's like this was inspired by the Tyranids, for crying out loud. I guarantee it. So, or at least another similar, you know, race like Zerg or whatever. Yeah, so definitely have to have Devouring Swarm if you want to do Tyranids. Subsume Will, you know, that, I mean, that may or may not make sense, depending on your opinion, you know. It's really just whatever you want it to be, really, for the second. I mean, with a couple exceptions. But yeah, if you're doing this thematically, really, Subsume Will doesn't really interfere with that, you know, with the immersion there. But yeah, we called it High Fleet Leviathan because in Space Marine 2 and also just in Warhammer 40k, the current setting, the current lore, that's the majority of the Imperium is fighting right now. And I think it is the biggest Hive Fleet. Now there are other Hive Fleets that we could have named it, but I think this is the Hive Fleet that Titus is fighting in Space Marine 2, which is why I picked that name for the most part. So more people could relate to it. So yeah, let's see. What did I pick? So, but yeah, and we're Gestalt Consciousness, and it says Ravenous Hive, very appropriate for Tyranids. So that yeah, pretty simplistic. Not much else to it than that. So we're gonna go ahead and put the construction ship on auto. And go ahead and we definitely need to survey this first. And then we'll come over here and survey this as well. Now, the first thing you notice when you play a Devouring Swarm is that they take planets like crazy. Like, they take systems like just nobody's business. Devouring Swarm expands faster, I think, than any other build that you could possibly have. Really. Like, they expand like Zagara does in StarCraft 2 co-op, man. I don't know if anybody's played that, but yeah, it's nuts. So you get to see it. So they're still surveying. We got a tradition. So obviously we're Devouring Swarm. We are a conquering empire. We are an extermination empire. Supremacy is an absolute like requirement. Though the thing is, now, little caveat here. We probably don't need to get this right away. We probably could do better technically picking expansion or prosperity. In our case, in this build's case, most likely expansion. It's just, there have been a couple times though where I needed this right away. Like there was an empire like within 2 jumps from me, and you know, and they discovered me right away. That has happened a couple times, but it usually doesn't. So you could get away with not taking this first, but you are taking a risk there. You know, but when you're playing these kinds of empires, um, by not taking that immediately. Also, so also this will help you clear out the pesky trash aliens that you encounter before you meet your first empire. But you know what? So check that later. I think we could actually take the risk because we have a lot of planets around us. This is gonna help us, I think. And also, it also depends too, on your Unity gain. So if you're kind of slow on Unity in the beginning, yeah. But what you don't want to be caught in your first war without this tradition. It's not fun. So especially as devouring swarm, like you need that advantage because the most critical time really of devouring swarm, I think, is for just about any extermination empire is conquering that first empire, because you will need to take one out very early, because you will meet one early, because the generator will basically dogpile you with empires. That's what they do. 80% of the maps that I play, I get basically 4 or 5 different empires within 3 jumps of my capital system. It's pretty annoying. But, you know, but to us, Devouring Swarm, that's not a bad thing, so we can just eat them, which is great. The other thing I love about Devouring Swarm, wow, oh, you placed that empire 2 jumps ahead of me. Well, bye-bye, and you eat them. It's great. It's like sweet revenge, right? You know, like, it. But then again, obviously, that could backfire on you if you lose. So, you know, yeah, it's risky business. I think, though, let's see, but I am tempted to take this. We got a lot of planets around. And it would reduce our influence even further. We could spread even faster, get more even more pops on our colonies that we get. Pop growth. We already have a ton of pop growth on top of that, so it kind of just enhances everything that we're doing here. So yeah, I think we'll take the risk, get expansion first, but then definitely their second tradition will be supremacy. Absolutely.
Council agenda ready.
Let's see. So now I want to pick Finding the Voice, but Pure Colonies, I think, is gonna help me get the jump. I think I'm gonna pick that. So we got nodes, defense platform, ship weapons damage. I think I want to go. You know what? I do want to pick that. I do want that. So I can upgrade the naval capacity later. So stability. Aren't very appealing. I guess we could get council agenda speed. Right, what about this one? More EX funds, that's good. Logistical understanding, I think we should pick that. Okay, so oh hey, more food, great, nice to eat you. Oh, when you're on a planet I want, yeah, that's not gonna work. I think we'll just eat you. Okay, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. The research speed, yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. Sure. The ship build speed, we'll go with ship build speed. Okay, so we're gonna have to build a troop ship here. So we'll make a few armies. We do need to build something, though. I don't think I'm gonna use automation this game. I might. No, I don't think I'm going to, honestly. Because I didn't really use a lot of automation in the last game either, and it worked out all right. I think it wasn't that bad. Yeah, we're just gonna. I think we're gonna make this a Forge World, and we're just gonna load up on industrial districts here. We're just gonna go right for the throat on those alloys. Fact. You know what? You know what? Let's do that. That'll be good, and then later on we can make
Survey the system.
Okay, we surveyed. Let's get down to business. Take that over. Okay, we haven't made transport ships yet. So definitely pick Romer. Romer's like the best one, at least in the beginning. So he doesn't have any orders. No, stop unpausing when I don't want you to. Thank you. Go ahead and survey that, and then we'll have him survey. Okay, I think start colonies of 1. I think that's the best one on the whole thing. That one extra colonist goes a long way. So this guy, yeah, I'm not passing on this trade. Absolutely not. We'll put him on our generator world for sure.
Our construction is complete.
So now, what is this shenanigans? I thought Alpine. Oh, I screwed up. Alpine. I thought Alpine was preference. It's fine. We'll just colonize it. But yeah, we effed up a little bit there. We should have taken this one first. We should have taken the Arctic world first. Oh well. Let's see. Mindfulness. Oh, that's a commander. Yeah, I'm taking that one. All right, we got a transport ship. We're gonna come over here and we are going to have dinner. We're gonna have these guys for dinner, basically. We're gonna go over there and have an old friend for dinner. Hannibal Lecter reference. Oh man. Yep. Hopefully.
Nest invasion failed.
What? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Seriously? Really? Really, dude? Okay. All right. Let's look at this stupid planet. What's atomic age? Of course, dude. Of course, it's got to be that, dude. Like, wow. Oh, okay. Okay, Paradox. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's go RNG. Let's go RNG. Love the good RNG here. Like, really. Awesome, dude. Like, wow. Okay. So we start colonizing another nest. Hopefully this gets surveyed soon.
We have surveyed the system.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. So, yeah, they want to be fucking dumb. We'll be fucking dumb. Let's just do. Top growth speed, 10%. I mean, we might get cool stuff when we take that planet over. I think definitely need to reduce the influence. Okay, that's surveyed. Yeah, see, it only costs us 30 influence to take this system. I mean, that is some serious economy right there. All right. Homostability. Yeah, pick the council agenda. Lead.
Our construction is complete.
You guys need to hurry up now. We outnumber them. You know what though? I'm gonna dogpile. Let's see. Are they making any more? Yes, they are. So we'll just wait. We'll just wait and crush them totally. I mean, we could take our fleet over there and bombard, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. I really don't. We need to colonize this planet. There we go.
Our situation log is updated.
So I think Edict Fund. I think Edict Fund would actually, let's see. Nah, we'll do docked ship upkeep. So we're gonna go to our fleets and we're gonna immediately start like pumping out fleets. That's the one thing you also want to do when you're playing Devouring Swarm. You just want pumping out fleets the entire game. So kind of Corvette we get. Weird. That's all right. We'll do it. So now you always want an offspring ship past your fleet. Don't make a fleet without one queued up. So we're gonna go ahead and yeah.
A new nest is born.
Okay. So we got a new planet. Now this is great. This is a mining world. We will definitely do that. Sure. Let's see here. Then we're going to go ahead and build a couple mining districts just to get stuff started. But we do actually need an offspring nest, so we're going to go ahead and build that. Actually, we're going to build it first. If you don't build an offspring nest on every one of your planets as a progenitor hive, you will have a minus 50% menial drone output, and I think you will have poor stability, though it doesn't say.
We have found an anomaly.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and just put that on auto there. All right. This army should be big enough, so we're gonna go ahead and yeah. Get some extra food here.
We have surveyed the system.
Yep, minerals is king with hive mind empires. So always remember that. Ship build speed plus 10%. Very good.
Our construction is complete.
Our empire grows. There, so we got a new planet. Let's see. So om nom nom. What do we got here? Technician jobs, farmer jobs. I mean, this has got a little bit of everything. So we could probably just make this a fringe world. And we definitely need to make an offspring nest, but we don't have enough minerals. So
We have surveyed the system.
yep, I know we don't have a drone there, and it will spam you if you don't have a offspring nest there. So, all right, it looks like we got even more food. So look at that, every time you eat a planet or eat people, you get you get extra food gain, which that is very helpful. Not as helpful as say Unity, of course, with genetic purifiers, but it's still good for your economy. You know, you're not having to worry about food while you're fighting. Um, so naval capacity, Unity, or tile blocker. I think Unity is more important right now. We need to get supremacy tradition filled out as quickly as possible. And let's see. So yeah, we have some energy credits. I think we're gonna go ahead and buy some there. Throw that up. And we'll just actually we could clear these tile blockers. That would be good too.
We have claimed a new nest.
So we've surveyed a few planets. I'm actually gonna make another. Busy making Corvettes. Okay, we need to take him. Yeah. Tradition, we got let's go for pop growth for sure. So yeah, whatever.
We have surveyed the system.
Stop with the physics research, please. Give me actual deposits. Thank you. Yeah, not really impressed by the deposits we're getting so far.
We have cleared a blocker.
Let's see. All right, so cleared a blocker. Cool. Let's see. Let's build some more things on this planet. I'll build a industrial district. Yeah, we'll do that. We do want some energy, so we'll go ahead and make an energy district. We'll make a mining district. Probably a food district. We're just, honestly, yeah. Well, hold on. No. I forget. We just, yeah. This is gonna be our capital. We're just gonna go full core on alloys. I've almost forgot I was devouring this one there for a second.
Our construction is
Stop talking over me. Alright. So the energy credits, nice. So we do need to get a planet that does energy credits. We'll wait till that's filled up.
We have found an anomaly.
Oh, do we not have a... We don't have an offspring this? So you want to favorite the offspring drone as well. So they don't get that debuff. On all your planets. There we go. All better now.
A new nest is born.
Okay. And of course, it has dog shit. Raiders. Let's see. Offspring. Really think that this is going to be a Forge World, honestly. I don't really, yeah, we'll just... Up Alloy Foundry. Now that's an Arctic world. Very nice. So you need to stop what you're doing and survey this, please.
Council
Over here, and
agenda
then we're
ready.
going to
Technology
claim it.
conceived.
All right, another tradition. Yeah, empire size. It's very important as well. That actually is very helpful late game as well. It's actually one of the reasons you want to pick up expansion in late game. So finding the voice is a no-brainer. Okay, let's look at research. Energy credits is a no-brainer. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Let's get started on genome mapping early. I'd actually like to do genetic ascension very quickly. So we'll definitely get into that right away. Plus the pop growth speed is great. So stampeding drones. Yeah, we just want to when you're devouring swarm, you want to bank hard on alloys.
We have found an anomaly.
Like that bullshit we endured last game of like being at like 100 alloys for like 100 years. Yeah, that can't happen. But then again, we're going to be getting we're going to be very wide, obviously, because we're going to be conquering a lot of empires. So, okay, so like, what's going on here? It just doesn't have a pop. Okay, these guys are almost gone, so we have a food deficit again.
We have surveyed the system.
What do we got here? Yes, we got an energy planet. Son of a... Oh. We need to claim that. I was like, no, it has an anomaly. It really looked like it did, but... Okay, so we finished this tradition pretty quickly. Let's see. So, I think transcendent learning would actually be very helpful. So Interstellar Campaign is very tempting, but the problem with, or Interstellar Dominion, the problem with it is half its bonuses would be useless because we don't claim planets. But the influence cost would, I think, almost still be worth it, even though we got nothing out of claim influence cost. So that's kind of the thing. So we may pick that later, but I think having 2 more scientists with all the territory that we're going to be getting and exploring, I think is just kind of too good to pass up. Also, leader experience gain is also nice. So we'll just go ahead and pick that up. All-knowing, speed of intel gain, monthly influence. Yes, please. So, I think we've got alloys. We need to make star bases. We definitely need, like, with Devouring Swarm, you need a lot of shipyards. That's
Our
the way it
construction
is.
is complete.
Okay, we will colonize that. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a generated world after all. That's great, especially a highly habitable one, which is also great. Let's see. That one's definitely better. 33 alloy gain, very good. So, not doing anything. Send him out. Need to make another science ship and another construction ship. Oh. Okay, we got this guy here.
We have surveyed the system. Our construction is complete.
Oh, we forgot to colonize this. Oh, we didn't forget to colonize it. It's just we didn't have any colonists on that planet. So yeah, we wiped out that population. Cool. Got our first taste of the galaxy, literally. So ceramic metal armor or mining drones. I'm gonna have to pick the mining. Minerals is a big part of playing hive mind, because I believe that's what you use to research. So build speed or resources. I'm actually inclined to pick build speed because 5%'s not really.
Our construction is complete. We have claimed a new nest.
But getting those buildings up pretty quickly is pretty good. So we got 2 out of 3. So we'll go ahead and build another mining district, and we'll actually build a city district as well.
We have surveyed the system.
Got a science ship. Let's go ahead and mount. Have them explore and survey. The next science ship we make. Next science ship we make is gonna be survey only. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have 3 science ships exploring and surveying. 1 science ship surveying only, and then another science ship actually doing the anomalies and situations and stuff. I actually want to try doing that this game. Thought I already picked that. Expertise industry.
We have claimed a new nest.
I always pick analysts now with my
Our
scientists
construction is complete.
for my tech worlds.
We have found an anomaly.
Okay.
We have surveyed the system.
So this is a continental world. So we have low energy credits. We're getting. We probably need more food. Probably should get hydroponics so we can start making hydroponic buildings. So there's definitely going to be a generator world. So we don't have an energy grid yet, which is annoying. Go ahead and make some minerals. Put that down, and then put a couple generator districts down. That'll be good.
Our construction is complete. Our construction is complete. We have surveyed the system. Our construction is complete.
So we need to hire another scientist. What? Oh, okay. It makes no sense. Look at this. So he's got leader experience gain plus 10%, but he's got negative trait that reduces it by 25%. Okay, dude. Yeah, I'll just pick this guy. He's the most useful out of, or the most useful out of the 3 useless leaders that popped up there. Okay, now we're gonna go to supremacy. Oh, yeah.
Council agenda available.
We got 1,000 alloys. So I think we could just like... Well, we got to be careful not to pump out the fleets too fast or we'll just have an energy credit deficit. So I'd like to see our energy credits rise a little more before we get more ships. So we can't, but we could make another starbase. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And actually with the starbases that were made, we're gonna go ahead and get solar panels, and we're gonna wait for hydroponics stations. Oh no! We're being dumb. We're being dumb. No. Okay. No, we need shipyards, crew quarters. I forgot. Make more shipyards.
A new nest is born.
And I realized that my music hasn't been playing this whole time. Go ahead and play some. Alright, so food's being annoying. Mine is 56. Come on, dude. Alright, well, we'll buy some food. But we need to do something about that. I don't know what we can do about that. Like, okay, so what's going on here? Yeah. We need some farmers going on.
We have found an anomaly.
And down to 49 is not enough. Need to fucking increase that a little more.
We have found an anomaly.
Almost a waste of a pop. Okay. World. So that'll be 60% right there. Not bad. Not great. Not bad.
We have found an anomaly.
How many scientists do I have? Why don't we have him survey?
Our construction is complete. We have surveyed the system.
Okay, oh, energy grid. Okay, our energy credits are going to start flying, hopefully. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. We don't need this bullshit on any other stuff. Just need energy credits.
We have surveyed the system. Our construction is complete.
Yeah, now our energy credits are doing all right. So let's build some more fleets. Bam. We are the swarm. All right. These guys. Who are you so we can eat you?
Council agenda
Our
ready.
construction is complete.
Council agenda. Okay, fine. The voice is good. Military buildup is great. Let's do it.
We have found an anomaly. Technology conceived.
Ah. There we go. Fleet command limit. Do it. That's a must-have. with devouring swarm. Production oversight, always. So this like had nothing? What kind of garbage fucking deposits am I getting here? Yeah, I'm not getting good deposits. Probably have to like discover those anomalies and shit. Food is back. So, alright, we got a couple. I'm producing barely any food. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna go work out and get some food, and I gotta get to work on the next video. So I will see you guys later. You know. But anyway, as turbulent as it is, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. And I actually am thinking about playing Factorio tonight if my family doesn't show up. So just play that one by ear. Tonight being the morning in America, so may do a stream in the morning. We'll see. That being said, thanks, and I'll see you next time.